But ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome back to the ESL Benelux Championship with, of course, match number 3, which is Enigma International versus the Western Hamsters. So, ha everyone, as we hop into game 3. Nick, what is the team we should be looking at?
Yeah, you asked me this before. I think Enigma looks pretty. I think Enigma's a pretty nice team. But on the other hand, Western Hamsters look great as well. I think this will be a nice game. I hope a little more action-packed than the last one. The last one, both teams decided to play it slow, play it safe. But in Champions League, we already see the Echo coming out since it isn't banned. Like, I'm really excited to see Echo. I actually hope he will be played in the mid lane because I really like to play him in the mid lane. He's one of my favorite champions, actually. What do you think about Echo?
I'm not really a fan of him. I think he's. I like his potential. I like what it can do, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of the character itself. On the other hand, I see Rek'Sai. I mean, Digglegots looking at Rek'Sai. We've seen some Rek'Sai action before as well, and I'm very happy to actually see her being picked up. And Domi is boosted looking at Nunu, which is interesting. I mean, you would often see Nunu as either support or the jungler, but okay, here we go. Maokai.
It was a troll hover. It was a troll hover. As usual, we get trolled. We get trolled a lot. It's what happens to casters. But yeah, they're going for the Maokai. It's the Maokai Echo matchup in the top lane is one we see a lot lately. In top lane, it's Maokai, Trundle, Echo, Gragas, and one of those 4 matchups you will see. We see the Trundle pickup. That means we have a Trundle support or a Trundle in the jungle, or maybe top lane. And that means the Echo will go mid.
Yeah, it's interesting. There are a lot of options. But I saw something really fabulous. I saw Tarek there for a moment, but Leonard now hovering over Caitlyn. Wouldn't be surprised if they picked it up. It's a very safe pick, especially against Lucian. Gives you a lot of range advantage. Gives you a big range advantage right there. But yeah, it kind of depends on what type of setup they want to be doing. I mean, like I said, Maokai pretty standard in the top lane. Rek'Sai, interesting, but I'm very curious to see what will come out of this.
But that Tarek, I hope this Tarek is not a troll hover. A Tarek Caitlyn combo, just like in the old days, would be amazing to see. Like, obviously this is a new Tarek. Oh, he locks it in, and he does so with a Sivir.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. So Sivir and Tarek, interesting.
Yeah, like the new Tarek, I haven't seen him that much yet, but I think they made him pretty fun now. A guaranteed hit, that's really important for him now. Was I a robot?
I have the feeling that yeah, you were a robot for a moment. Okay. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Also, as we were waiting for Revoltech, of course, to lock in his champion. But yeah, Tarek and Sivir. I believe Tarek now has his ultimate that gives invulnerability.
Time or land as well. Like, you need to be pretty skilled to time it. Oh, and Ari. Yeah.
I'm getting the feeling that we're losing some. Yes, you're even worse than a robot. It's not even a robot. It's, like I said, it's not only the service that get powered by hamsters, but it seems like so does your connection.
Okay. Yeah,
in the meantime, though, Sejuani getting locked in. So I'm assuming it's going to be Sejuani jungle, Echo in the top lane, and then, like you said, Trundle in the support lane.
Yeah, I really like the Trundle in the support lane. He basically can pull down the pillar and pressure the opponent a bit, but it's one of those champions you never expected to be a support, and then suddenly everyone played him in support role, and they found out he was pretty strong. Again with the Lucian. Against Sivir this time, this is the first game today we don't see a Caitlyn, which is pretty interesting. And now maybe the Corki mid pickup.
Yeah, it's most likely going to be the case. I mean, you're not going to be putting Sivir in the mid lane, and Corki now sporting the cleanse, which is also something you don't see on AD carries So we have our lineups. We have our top laners, which are Echo and Maokai. We have our AD carries, Sivir and Lucian. Our mid laners, Corki and Ari. We have our support, Tarek and Trundle, and finally we have, of course, Sejuani and Rek'Sai. So I'm a little bit curious to see how Sejuani will work out, because if I recall correctly, she's a fairly slow jungler, whereas Rek'Sai has that speed, is pretty fast and thus has that speed advantage.
Yeah, I think they will use the Sejuani to gank a lot, to stun up people for the Ahri to finish. If you can get the Ahri rolling against like a Corki mid lane, and especially when they can stun the Corki, like Ahri can blow him up immediately. I'm a big fan of Ahri myself. She's my most played champion. What about you, Techno? Do you like Ahri or?
Like I said, I'm a Kha'Zix player as usual, so I have no strong feelings one way or the other. In the meantime, though, we are now in the delay period, so that means we have a 3-minute delay before we actually head into the game. And yeah, like I said, we're playing on live, so that's the reason why that is the case. It's also a little bit of a period that gives us the time to further examine how these fights will go down. Because if we're looking here at the red team, and that is the team of the Western Hamsters, Corki and Sivir, that tells me that they're looking to poke from a distance with Corki, and then subsequently, actually they also have Rek'Sai to poke from a distance, as well as Maokai, and then just run away if needed, or hard engage with Sivir.
Yeah, exactly. They've chosen for the poke comp, and the blue team has actually chosen to fight more, which is really hard to engage with Sejuani and the Ahri. So if they are able to catch out the Western Hamsters, I think we can see some nice team fights. I'm really excited to see what the Echo can do as well. If he can flank from the side with a nice stun, that will be a really great engage, like a really nice setup for Sejuani.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be one of the things they're going to be looking for. But I'm a little bit scared about the position of Lucian in all of this. I mean, he does have his culling for long range damage, but he will not really be able to actually get close to the opponents unless he wants to be knocked up by Higa, locked down by Domi, stunned by Leonard, and then nuked down by Konjo and Diggle. So
yeah,
a little bit worried about Lucian's position there, but it can still work. I mean, Lucian is pretty powerful, especially in dueling.
Yeah, overall, I like the team comp a little bit better. I enjoy the more aggressive team comps where you want to fight the enemy instead of poking from a distance, and they really have a team in which you can with which you can fight a lot. So yeah, I want to see a more exciting game than the last one. The last one had 2 fights and the game was over. Let's see a lot of fights in this one.
Yeah, the last game was very boring when it came down to fights, and we had one fight in the entire game, maybe 2, but one major fight that immediately decided the game. And let's hope we see some more aggressive plays. But then again, we're dealing here with a Sejuani. She's not really known for those very aggressive plays. Perhaps Rek'Sai.
Yeah, Rek'Sai can be really aggressive. Sejuani can be a little bit aggressive with her ult, like a long-range stun or something in which she can charge back in. I don't know. I think we will see a lot more fights in this game with some nice ganks of Rek'Sai. Maybe he at least has the potential to do so with the follow-up from like a Taric or something. Like at least I'm a mid lane player. I like to see what the Ahri can do versus the Corki. If she will be able to stun him up with the charm, then she might be able to 1v1 him. And what Corki will do with the satchel charge, if he roams bot lane with that satchel, like he can almost from throughout the Dragon Pit till the bot lane, he can fly in, wall them off a bit with his damage line. Let's see what Konjo can do.
Plays that we're going to so we have name Facility, Crimal, Revoltech, and Spectre versus the team of Domi, Digglegod, Leonard, Higa, and Konjo. Those are the two, all the 10 members of both teams in total. We have Western Hamsters and, of course, the blue team, which is Enigma. All right. I think we are slowly but surely loading into the game. Yes, we are finally in the game. Let's see how this match plays out.
Look at those, the Ahri skin, the pink Ahri skin, and we have the pink Taric skin for the fabulousness. Tariq especially fabulous.
Yeah, that's how it all plays out. In the meantime, though, both teams now moving out. Looks like we're going to see that, well, that spread once again. Let's see, is that actually true what I'm saying? Yes, it's going to be the spread, the defensive plays here, making sure that none of the teams can actually invade anyone's jungle right now. Yeah, it's just it's a Mexican standoff. But in the meantime, though, Revoltech actually finds Leonard here, so it's a little bit of a well, slapping fight right there. But yeah, again, it doesn't really add up to all that much. Rek'Sai will be starting on the red side, and Sejuani will be starting on the blue side of the jungle. So that's an interesting setup. But then again, he doesn't really need that mana regeneration. I mean, he doesn't even have mana.
Yeah, they are mirroring each other's sides, it seems. Like Sejuani still has the time to move bot, but she will probably start with the blue buff just for the faster clear. Like you mentioned, her clear isn't that fast or as fast as the Rek'Sai's. So she wants that blue buff. Oh, and they're messing a little bit with Maokai's clear there. Maokai wants to take down the Raptor camp with his little minions to gain a little lead. They just took that away from him, which was pretty nice. Maybe Corki should have moved a little bit more forward, so they couldn't do that. Now we see.
Then again, look at Grimel's hit points right now, like already 150 down.
Yeah, he still has his 2 potions though. He can charge his passive ability. Like Ahri, if she can hit a lot of minions with her Q, her passive stacks really fast. She can heal a bit. But you see, Kanjo, he's confident with her having a little less health. He's moving a bit forward, not too scared.
Yeah, I mean, he also has the potion of corruption. Yeah, corrupting potion, which actually allows him to deal some damage over time whenever he hits Ahri. So that's also a big thing.
Oh, in the
bottom lane, yeah, big fight here. Revoltech already down to 250 health. Then again, so is Leonard. Leonard now moving forward, using his shield to get some CS going for Diggle-God. Now actually, Facility moving in. Here's the pillar coming out. Diggle-God in a lot of trouble. Things goes down to half hit points. Now they're switching targets to Leonard. Leonard trying to stay alive here, but Revoltech is still on his tail. Now Diggle-God. And yeah, both of them, all of them survive for now. But that was a very aggressive play, and I guess, well, that's what they have to do. I mean, that's where Lucian's strength is going to be in the early game.
And no summoners used by either party in the bot lane. We saw Revoltech. He didn't bring the ignite. He brought the exhaust. That's why Diggle-God decided not to heal right there, because she knew there wasn't a threat for a kill. They're healing up slowly now. Oh. There goes Trundle again.
Actually, top lane as well, as Dommy's in a lot of trouble. Bottom lane, the fight will continue. Now Revoltech right on Leonard. Exhaust has been popped for both sides. Revoltech doing so much damage to Diggle-God. Revoltech actually down to Boomerang Blade. Oh! So incredibly close. But it ended up being a whiff. Nice try though. We actually have Rek'Sai coming in here. Being on the side. Rek'Sai decides to go for the Scuttle Crab, I imagine. Yeah, looking for
I don't know if you saw the fight in the top lane there, Techno, but Dommy made almost an amazing play against Your Will, My Name. He threw his sapling onto Your Will, then he flashed out of his
bottom lane though. Revoltech is in a lot of trouble. Look at Higa here. He's just numbing away at Revoltech. Almost went out, but Higa actually backed away there. But yeah, that top lane fight was also amazing.
Yeah, Dommy used his flash there. Your Will, My Name used his flash there. It was yeah, really close right there. If one of the top laners would have gotten a kill right there, they could have taken that lane into their own hands. But now we just see 2 flashes burned. A reason for the junglers to go top, maybe.
Yeah, could be. I mean, they can't really escape anymore. Maybe Maokai has that advantage with the ability to actually lock onto the jungler and root him for a second. On the other hand, you have Echo who can dash forward. In the meantime, though, middle lane, I was saying, well, Corki is definitely winning that, but he's getting pushed in completely.
Yeah, Ahri has some nice charms here again. She has the ability to poke him a bit, and she does this really successfully. She is down a couple of CS. That might be from the health setback from the start of the game, but yeah, it's not that far yet. It's only 4 CS. And if Corki gets poked down like this, she will get that CS back really quickly.
Yeah, you can see Higa looking for a target. Now going to see Revoltech actually moving in onto Higa. Higa actually gets knocked up there, but she has the tunnel, so can easily back away from this well, precarious situation. Looking at items currently being picked up, once again, Tracker's Knife. So we've been seeing mostly Tracker's Knife coming out of these junglers. Is this because it actually replaces the Sidestone?
Yeah, basically, like they want that vision for their team. You see it in solo queue, not picked up that often, or like sometimes junglers decide to. But like in these team play kind of games, you want a replacement for the Sidestone. Sidestone, yeah, it's not picked anymore. And this is a nice replacement. They want that extra ward. They want the vision for their team, and we might see a fight in the bot lane.
It's a little bit of a fight here as Digglegot will just survive. Nice boomerang blade there though onto Facility, who now gets stunned out. Digglegot getting numbed by Revoltech. That's going to put a dent in his attack damage. But in the end, it doesn't really pan out into anything. Actually, top lane, as Hika is moving in. Here's the tunnel, the knock onto Echo. Your will is my name without a flash. Yeah, this is exactly what you were talking about. Top
yeah,
player.
your will even used his E in that fight against Domi. He wanted to use his E for some extra damage, and yeah, that was his death certificate.
Yeah, there was pretty much no way he was going to get out of there after using his dash. But nevertheless, like you said, this could be exactly what Domi needs to take matters into his own hand and not rely on Rek'Sai anymore. But he's going to have to first buy that Spirit Visage. At least it looks like he's going to buy that one. As Higa is now in a little bit of a tight spot. Enigma Stricter is moving in. But Higa has an easy tunnel out of there. Bottom lane, though, the fight will continue. Revoltech down to about 200 hit points. Diggle as well. Here is perhaps a teleport. Teleport now coming in from Maokai as well. They're going to take on Revoltech. And wow, the Western Hamsters going ham.
Yeah, the Western Hamsters, they had the teleport advantage on Domi and they used it. They didn't even need him at that point. They took the kill without him. But like you saw, Your Will My Name, he had to teleport back to the top lane after he died to pick up his CS. And that made Domi knew he had that teleport advantage, so he felt safe to teleport to the bot lane. And yeah, you see Rek'Sai picking up his lane for him.
Oh! Well, actually, now he's in a little trouble. Nice ult there by Sejuani, but Higa... Well, actually, Your Will My Name completely missed the target with his ultimate, so that's a big loss there, but they're most likely going to take down at least half of the turret's health.
Yeah, they're trying their best to even clear it down. Maokai is moving back to the top. Domi wants to save his turret. Will he be too late? Like,
it's going to be interesting.
They don't have their ults. They know Rek'Sai is coming. They have to go back. They will lose this fight. They might even get engaged on.
Yeah, Your Will My Name no longer has his ultimate. There's a stun perhaps coming out. Yeah, the stun is actually going to save Your Will My Name. Higa trying to chase him down, but he knows, okay, Victor is there. I don't want to risk it just now. But still, yeah, it was pretty good fight there at top lane, except for the missing, of course, of that ultimate coming out from Your Will My Name. Chrono Break missing completely. In the meantime, though, Higa now on the blue buff, so at the very least they're going to take something, or rather get something out of that. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting...
Yeah, again, you see the jungler taking over the game, basically. This Rek'Sai from Higa is basically walking wherever he wants. He doesn't care. Like, his tunnels are everywhere. He just peeks here, peeks there. He knows where the enemy team is. He almost grabs a kill in top lane. He helps out his lanes. And in the meantime, it gives his mid laner and his bot laner the time and the space to do whatever they want.
Yeah, and that seems to be working out here for Western Hamsters, who are now once again looking to attack Revoltech here, but there's the pillar once again coming out. Facility doing massive amounts of damage. Actually, the spell shield trying to keep Diggle alive. Nice heal there. That was so incredibly important there for Diggle. Without it, he would have died, but now Facility moving in once again. Beautiful spell shield there by Diggle. He's trying to chase down Facility. Facility goes down. Here's Dangerous Game, actually, giving Digglegot a little bit more time. Nice flash there for Digglegot to stay alive, but in the top lane, we also have a fight. Now, Domi's boost is in a lot of trouble, will go down, and there's stuff happening all over the map.
Fights all over the map.
Yeah, wow, finally, we were asking for this.
We were asking for this, and what you ask, you shall receive. Like, amazing fight in the bottom lane. You see the Tark pick paying off for Leonard. He really saved his AD carry there with the heal, with the stuns. And yeah, they even picked up the kill on the aggressors. And in the meantime, Your Will My Name, like being a kill behind, he doesn't care about that. He just takes what he wants there in the top lane.
I guess that's also the advantage that he has right now. He's picked up the Sheen that deals physical bonus physical damage against no armor whatsoever from Domi's boosted. I didn't quite see what went down in that top lane fight because we were so focused on the bottom lane. But
Either.
yeah, I wish we could actually see what happened, but we're going to focus on the here and now. Blue buff going over to Corky, who has... I don't think he actually has the package just yet.
I see them laying in
yeah,
base
it's still in
already. But yeah,
they
like
will.
he got a little bit of a bigger lead. Of course, after level 6, he can poke a lot with his rockets, and Ari, yeah, basically has to deal with that poke because if he gets too close, he gets a rocket in the face.
Speaking of,
But she's keeping on with yes.
yeah, this is of course the advantage that Corky has there in the middle lane. Just slowly but surely taking control. But looking at the bottom lane, more wards coming out here. Deep warding by Trundle. Revoltech looking for the dive. Doesn't quite know where Rek'Sai is, so he has to be a little bit careful. But they do know that there is a tunnel entrance or tunnel exit, whatever you would like to call it, right next to the tower. So that means that
they're looking for Sejuani to dive the bot lane right there. She's going for a lane gank right here. They've checked all the wards and they're being really careful. They want this bot lane shut down and they want to feed their own bot lane. You see the focus is around the bot lane at the moment because Echo is winning. Ahri is going even. Let's snowball that bot lane.
Yeah, they have to do it fast because right now Victor is just waiting there, losing a little bit of time. And it all depends on how fast Digglegod actually pushes in. Digglegod in a lot of trouble, gets knocked up. There's the pillar as well. Teleports coming in as the invulnerability from Derek keeps Digglegod alive for a long time now. 2 teleports coming in as Hida is also joining the fight. A massive fight taking out the facilities. In a lot of trouble. Will go down as Victor trying to run away from the fight. Actually manages to do so. The changing targets to Revoltech. Revoltech just taking damage hit after hit after hit. They take him down and immediately a 2-4-0. And this is what they were so afraid of. That Higa would come in and that Domi would come in at the same time and completely counter out that fight. And with Digglegod being stronger than Lucian, well, you saw what happened.
Yeah, Higa's jungle sensors were tingling. He felt that the gank was coming in after they saw all those wards in the bot lane, and they responded appropriately. Domi was ready with the teleport. Your Will My Name was ready with the teleport, but they just didn't have the damage to do anything about it. Now he gets engaged wrong.
Yeah, Your Will My Name is just peeking at the dragon, but there's no way you're going to win against a jungler who has smite available. So they pick at the mountain dragon actually. So that gives them, check, 10% additional true damage against epic monsters and towers. That's pretty neat. It's going to help them later on in the game when they need to secure
with a double AD carry composition, they will wreck Shrek 2 turrets pretty fast, I think.
Definitely. I mean, I don't know if it only applies to basic attacks, though.
I think so. I'm not sure.
Well, we're about to find out later in the game, I guess.
Well, Corki has his Sheen, so that's already an extra bonus damage he gets on it. But like in the mid lane, he doesn't have that much damage down on the turret yet. Maybe he will get an option for it. The only turret that is down is the top lane turret. So let's see what they will force next.
Yeah, it's the first thing they're going to force is the Rift Herald, who's now being attempted by both Your Will My Name and Victor. So that's going down slowly but surely, down to 6,000, 5,000. And actually Rek'Sai going to the bottom lane, so they're going to leave the Rift Herald completely alone. They're coming out here from Revoltech. That means that there's no defensive measure available anymore. Actually, look at Higa, slowly but surely getting there. Gets the... Well, that's a nice Oracle sweep there.
Higa now knows that the Rift Herald is down, that their jungler isn't in the bot lane, so he's looking for a dive actually here.
Yeah, it's actually happening. Revoltech has already popped out his area of effect ability, or rather area ability, in order to give himself a bit of additional power. But it's enough to keep Rek'Sai and his buddies away from the turrets. In the meantime, though, middle lane now, Krymel in a lot of troubles. Domi's moving in. Krymel trying to probably escape this one. Nice Spirit Rush there, but Domi is just tanking that one up with a Spirit Visage, and it looks like Domi will just back away back to the top lane before Your Will My Name actually starts taking down the turret completely.
Yeah, Domi is happy with that one. She just used an ult. Maybe Rek'Sai can come in, or he himself can come back in before that ult cooldown is back up to maybe kill Ahri. She still has flash up. Oh, but he's now still fighting again in the top lane.
Yeah, but Domi is just tanking it up. I mean, he has Spirit Visage, which means that he gets a lot of healing. It's 25% boost, if I recall correctly. Yeah, 25% boost on all healing, so it's pretty much unkillable by any mage at this stage of the game until Void Staff comes into play. But now a little bit of a skirmish in the jungle, as we have again Higa trying to steal away the red buff. Red buff now finally resetting.
Yeah, Ahri doesn't have her ult, so they dare to walk into their jungle. Like a great Sejuani ult would still would still hurt them a lot, but they don't have the wombo combo potential of the Ahri at this stage. Let's see, bot lane is pushing in again for Enigma. I'd like to see what turret they want to push down next, because the game is getting a bit still at this point. Both teams are really touchy-feely on what to do next. They're just clearing their waves, clearing their lanes, looking at some things to do.
Well, the most interesting part is probably bottom lane. Like, it's now getting pushed in, and you have Victor, melee character, who's trying to defend against Digglegod. With his range, should have the advantage, and if Victor decides to go in, he actually has a spell shield to follow up on that. So for now, they're just more than happy with hitting the tower. And if we're actually looking here at the amount of gold that the Western Hamsters have, it's about 1500 gold more than their opponents, and it should be, well, an advantage. They need to emphasize that advantage before, I guess, minute 25 or something.
Yeah, they should capitalize on this small advantage they have. Like, you see, they have a lot of wards on the map in comparison to the Enigma. So they have the potential to do something, but they might be waiting for their dragon to come up in 1.5 minutes. Maybe they're waiting for the Baron to come up. Let's see, like, they're definitely waiting for something. I think the dragon. Like, you see Rek'Sai going to the bot lane, maybe setting up some wards already, clearing the Rift Scuttler.
Oh, we see. Actually, I think they want to actually save the Rift Scuttler there for a bit, because it's actually actually, did they just steal the Rift Scuttler right there? But now he gets straight onto Revoltic. Revoltic trying desperately to get away. Pillar goes out. One more hit. That's all it takes. But down from the side. Here's Primal coming in, looking for a kill. Doesn't quite get it. Higa gets the knock up and they back away. Actually,
great save by Victor.
Yeah, definitely. But Higa still got the Rift Scuttler, so that's an important thing.
Yeah, like the troll almost stole the Rift Scuttler there with a single bite, but Higa got it in the end. Yeah, it's really important for their dragon control at the moment. The dragon is coming up in 44 seconds, while they just fight and trade a little bit of damage. As you said, like, Domi is taking damage, then healing a lot in the top lane, just taking down his farm. Yeah, oh, they're pinging the ward. They're pinging the ward behind the bot lane at this moment. They might, Your Will My Name might teleport in with the help of Sejuani. Let's see if they dare to do such a play.
It is possible. I mean, Domi does not have teleport available, so doing that right now would if they did it a little bit earlier, most likely they would have gotten a kill out of that one. Even Taric does not have his Cosmic Radiance up, so he cannot keep his buddy invulnerable. And in the meantime now, a second Mountain Dragon has spawned. So the first Mountain Dragon gives 10%, second one gives 20%. Yeah, I can actually see that in the buff, so that's a beautiful thing they have right now. As Higa and Coach Konyo are moving in, it's down to 4,000, 3,000. Victor does have his smite up, so he can actually jump in. It's going to be a smite fight, and it's Red Team knows Victor way too early on the smite, and that means that it is the Western Hamsters getting the 20% damage bonus on all epic monsters and turrets. So that's a big thing. Now Domi is boosted, looking to chase down Your Will My Name, but he will also back away. And yeah, that was a kind of a fail smite, to put it lightly.
Yeah, I thought she left him at 30 health, 35 or something. Let's see their level difference. Like, Higa is level 11. I don't know if it was before the dragon, but like, he has a small advantage in the smite damage. So maybe Victor tried to anticipate on that one. I'm not sure, but yeah, she kind of fail smited. She had to use her flash to get back out. But yeah, what's the score? 2 dragons for the Western Hamsters at this point, which gives them a great lead actually. especially with this turret going down.
Exactly. So, if we're actually looking at the current at the current situation, let's look at it. Let's take a step back. And what is the plan for the Western Hamsters right now, and what is the plan for Enigma?
I think they want to ward around the Baron area, both teams, so the enemy team can't pick it up, and you have a possibility to do so, and to maybe get some picks, because the game is getting pretty still. Like, mid lane turns aren't looking to go down rather soon. The top lane turret isn't looking to go down rather soon. We see Enigma probably trying to push top lane a bit more to get like the upper hand around the Baron area. If they get 2 towers in that area, they can ward up their jungle way more, and then they get that area in their possession, like you see them doing right now.
So, are there other strategies that they could apply right now? Could they? Well, actually, speaking of strategies, here you were talking about the pick. Now he gets in a lot of trouble, trying to jump straight out there. The pillar actually keeps him alive here. Leonard's moving in. Beautiful hit there with Cosmic Radiance. They're now invulnerable for 2.5 seconds, and he gets in a lot of trouble. Get chased down by Primal. Primal gets the kill. And yeah, you were talking about get a pick and then take control of the Baron area. Well, that's what just happened. In the meantime, bottom lane. Oh, okay.
Bottom lane.
Yeah, they're fighting at the blue buff, but not all that much is going to come out of it, I guess, because Corki is completely out of position and Your Will My Name just backs away.
Yeah, Your Will My Name stole the blue buff there, which is nice for the Echo. He also has the Iceborne Gauntlet already. He has this for some time now, I believe. Like, if Echo has that, like, he can stick to your squishies, and like they just can't get away. He can slow them, can jump behind them, speed up himself. It's really annoying to play against an Echo with the Iceborne Gauntlet, and he's at that stage now.
Here we go. Here's Rek'Sai moving in with the ultimate. This is going to be an interesting position for Swictor here. Higa actually sees him because of the ward and because of his passive. Now they're chasing down Swictor as well as Facility and Revoltech. Revoltech and Facility are pretty low in terms of hit points, but they decide to switch targets to Swictor, who just dashed away. So again, no death. And yeah, speaking of gold, in the meantime though, it's now equalized. So you can say a lot about Enigma, and they might be behind in terms of dragons, but they've equalized the gold count.
Yeah, they've equalized the gold count, and you see that the teams maybe are a bit aware of that. Like, they're playing a little bit safe. Only Your Will My Name is really poking, but
oh, the stun on Digglegott in mid lane. The stun on Digglegott might actually cause an instant engage here. Digglegott desperately trying to escape his Velvet Shield, actually keeping him alive for a long time. Now Primal moving in, Charm misses, and that's actually Echo coming in from the side. He takes down Leonard. He's going to take down Leonard as well. That's a 2-4-0 right now, and now they're chasing down Higa. Higa gets destroyed as Revoltech is just tanking the turret for, well, what can I say? For more time than this match has taken up till now. I don't think that's really is a true statement, but nevertheless, it is a very long time, and now they can actually go for that fight. And you were talking about it before. Get that pick, and then just boom, boom, boom.
That charm on Diggle might have turned around the game for Enigma right there. Like, they desperately tried to protect him, but Echo flanking from the side like Echo does best. They pick up like 3 kills. Like, this can turn around the game. I think they feel confident enough to really force that Baron now, or at least force a fight around Baron. Like, this is the big potential Ahri has in combination with the Boar. To really pick off someone. Ahri almost died there even. Like, they really did a good job protecting Diggle. Oh, but they're going for a counter Baron while they are recalling. This is a really brave move.
Yeah, it's a very brave move, but we all know that the Baron pit is actually known as the Throw pit, as they're going for 2,000s, 1,000s. Oh, Swictor! They stop Swictor. This might be exactly what they need. They managed to take away Baron Nashor, and now they also destroy Swictor. This could be the turnaround on the turnaround, as well, we have here the Cosmic Radiance coming out. They actually have the 5 versus 4 advantage, but if they're really smart, they just go mid. They have the Baron buff, use those minions, and push in.
Yeah, Techno, this is the game we wanted to see. Some action, some smart plays. Like, #1 rule after you kill 3 people. Don't let them...
Oh my word, the fight will continue. Your Will My Name in the Loftroll will force to use this Chrono Break in order to just back out of that fight as the tower is getting pushed. And don't forget, yeah, you were actually hinting to this a little bit earlier. They have that 20% dragon buff, so they can just shred through those turrets, but they have to back away. They know dragon will spawn in about 10 seconds, so looks like they're immediately rotating there and just saying, okay, sure, we'll take Dragon, and it's actually the Cloud Dragon. Is it the Ocean Dragon or the Cloud Dragon? I'm not really that good
I think
with
Cloud.
the singles,
I'm,
but
I'm not sure either.
we're going to find out soon enough.
like-
Yeah, this is the Ocean Dragon. That I know the model. That at the very least I know that. I'm not, but nevertheless, yeah.
And Enigma is like, you please take the dragon so we can take an inhibitor turret. They actually want Western Hamsters to take the dragon so they can get more map advantage, but Western Hamsters isn't biting, and they just defend their lanes. And like it's pretty good what Enigma is doing here. They're wasting their Baron buff, the enemy's Baron buff actually, by rotating on the map. Really smart. Like both teams are making really smart moves at the moment.
Yeah, but nevertheless, if we're looking at the team of the Western Hamsters, they have that Baron buff for at least another 1.5 minutes or something like that, and that's going to allow them to just shove into the enemy team, just like it's nothing. And well, what are they going to do about it? What is Enigma going to do about some beefed up minions who are completely out of range? And if you want to go in, you have to go right into the back lines, and there's actually a teleport available on Dommy as they're just wreaking havoc in that middle lane. Second turret now.
They are lacking wave clear. Like the only wave clear they have is Ahri's Q, and some of Lucian's abilities. But Lucian was off in the bot lane clearing that wave and now taking the red buff. So they basically took a free turret.
Speaking of taking the red buff, Your Will My Name is now going to get some Dommius boosted to the face as the rest of the team also comes in. More stuns, planes, trains, and automobiles. Well, more like stuns, slows, and knockups as they do take down Your Will My Name.
They didn't like that Echo pushing the top lane. They punish him for it. But what do they get in return? A dragon.
Yeah, they do get a dragon, so it's a nice trade. They get a Cloud Drake, which is plus 15 out of combat movement speed, allowing them to rotate a little bit faster. But it's Victor! Victor gets caught now. He needs to run away as fast as he can. Actually, he's running away. He's too low to actually re-engage, and they still have the Baron buff, so those minions are going to be pushing in. Baron buff will be running out. This is very scary. Another tower will be falling, and perhaps even the inhibitor. Are they going to be able to do so?
Yeah, they are a man down for 5 seconds, and they take an inhibitor for free. Like, Enigma was happy with that dragon. Like, it was a smart play, but then the mid lane was open with a man down, and like with 2 AD carries with the double buff, it's hard, man. The turrets go down really quick, and they get an inhibitor. It looks like the game is for Western Hamsters to throw right now.
Yeah, but then again, we saw so many turnarounds already, so I'm very certain that this won't be the last thing we've seen this match. So now with the inhibitor in the middle lane, super minions are going to be pushing in. You can see the teams are just, or rather, the team of Enigma is just trying to regroup, find out how are we going to turn it around. And you were already hinting toward it, pick people off, but what would your strategy in order to do so?
Yeah, they have a nice setup to pick people off. What picking people off is all about is having the right wards in the right places. You see them warding up around their blue buff right now. They have some pink wards, but Rek'Sai is clearing them really quick. They need to put down more wards basically. They need to know where the enemy is so they can make safe picks. Like if they think they can pick off Taric, probably Sivir is near. Like you need to know where she is, where's the rest of the team basically, else you can't make safe picks and they will actually lose the game by picking off people. At this moment they don't have the wards to do so, so let's see if they try to do that or they will straight up fight them.
Well, looking for a little bit of poke there from Crimal with the Orb Perception and of course the Charm, so that's a thing they can actually do, but it's just a little bit of waiting game here now for Enigma, waiting for their opponents to actually make a move. At the very least, that's the feeling I get. They do have Your Will My Name with teleport up in the top lane. He's now recalling back to base, so he should be there for this fight here, and you can see how aggressive the team of Western Hamsters is right now. Tower down to 25% health. Just a few hits from the AD carry should be enough to actually take it down. Echo still waiting in base. Has the home guard the home guard power
now
for
they
now.
see Echo. Now they see Echo. Now they know they can freely take this turret and even push on.
Yeah.
even Spectre and Ari already took a lot of damage from the Corki poke. Like with this Sheen, just a simple attack does like 5% damage from the Sejuani. That's a lot.
Yeah, definitely. And well, that's the issue with having an inhibitor down. They need to respond to those super minions, and that's basically what's been happening thus far. Maokai actually now rotating up, rather recalling and walking back up to the top lane just to clear out this wave, making sure that there's no way that your Will My Name can, for instance, steal an inhibitor because the wave pushed in a little bit too far.
Yeah, like this wave being pushed basically saved Enigma for a while. If that wave was pushed out, they could have easily pushed for another turret with their AD carries. I'm curious to see how they will even try to fix this. Like Western Hamsters are pushing in, their wards are full of their wards like are in the entire jungle of Enigma at this moment, in the entire southern part at least. And like the pings for Baron are coming out. It's 20 seconds. There are actually no wards around Baron from either team. I don't think Enigma notices that there aren't any wards there, so they probably fear that the whole area is warded. Let's see Rek'Sai going in.
Face checks that one. That's the first rule of League of Legends. Don't face check immediately. It's the glacial prison there coming out from Sejuani, immediately locking everyone down. Just look at this. It's a massacre. This is exactly the thing you were talking about. It's the team of Western Hamsters came to throw, and now they're actually chasing down Coach Ponyo. He's going down relatively fast. Will be dying. Yes, he will. And now it's a 5 versus 1 position. This could actually be. No, they can't game end because there is a wave pushing in. So at the very least, the Super Minions saved the team of Western Hamsters. But the face check, man, why did they do it?
It's the pick, man. It's that pick we thought that would happen. You said like this is not the last time this game will turn around. Like, and you were right. If they will be able to take down this Baron. The game is in their hands again. Like the money or the gold income will be tight again. Like it's an exciting match to see, to say the least.
Yeah, definitely. And look at this Baron just getting obliterated right there. Everybody recalling back to base. 800 gold advantage now for the team of Enigma. And, well, the only thing they need to do is be fast enough in order to stop that super minion. But, yeah, that's an easy minion to take down. In the meantime, though...
What they do with the Baron buff. Like, Western Hamsters didn't do that much with their Baron buff. They took an inhib. But I'd like to see what Enigma will do with it now and how Western Hamsters will react.
Yeah, yes, that's the biggest thing we're going to have to take a look at. But look at the Dragon. Dragon going to respawn in 20 seconds. That's probably Enigma's next target. They're going to get that damage boost, actually, because it's the Infernal Drake. And they have... When does the Ancient Drake spawn? 35 minutes into the game, unless the Dragon is already down. So... yeah, that's in 2 minutes, so they need to clear it in 2 minutes, but they should be able to. The Dragon spawns and focus fire instantly.
The Dragon doesn't live very long. He lived a short life.
Yeah, but at the very least he gives a nice buff there to the team of Enigma, and it's down to Enigma to make the most of it. Now they're on to Konjo. Konjo needs to back away. You can see Revoltech here from the side, looking for the engage, but can't quite...
yeah, they're going for the last turret before they move into the base. I don't think they can defend this. They have some wave clear, but the buffed up minions don't care about that wave clear.
Yeah, at the very least though, Domi is boosted. This is currently in the top lane, pushing into that turret. Almost took it down. He was actually moving ahead of the turret, also known as proxy farming, where he was actually letting his minions run straight into the turret and soak up all the damage right there. So that was an interesting, interesting sight to see.
Yeah, pretty smart to do. He has teleport adventures on Your Will My Name, so like he could teleport back into his team if he wanted to. And yeah, Echo basically didn't have a way to go back to his team immediately. So yeah, pretty smart play. Like the delay on the Baron buff. Yeah, he saved some time for his team. Like the Baron buff, it's already more than half done. And they haven't done that much with it yet. So let's see what their last push will be with the Baron buff. They're clearing wards in the top lane. They're going for the mid or the top turret, probably. Let's see Revoltech clearing another ward.
This is, yeah, he clears another ward. Everybody should shout, yay, he cleared a ward. I mean, that's tradition in the in the league scene, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
But your Will My Name actually now picking up the Guardian Angel as well. So yeah, he's going to be even more of a threat than he was before. And yeah, it just takes a little bit of time. Looking at Trundle right now, that's together with Victor and Facility, but they have like 20 seconds left on that buff. So they need to make a play.
Yeah, they're going in for the top lane. They don't have that big of a wave. The wave, oh, it goes down so fast. They can't.
What wave?
What wave? Yeah, exactly. What wave? Yeah, now they're looking for mid to push out there. Oh, Echo does some nice damage on the turret.
It's basically what
back.
Yeah, but look at the damage being dealt here to Facility and Revoltech, already down to half hit points.
Yeah, this is bad for Enigma. They, well, not bad. Like they didn't use that much of their Baron buff potential. They took down the turret, did some damage on the outers, and they took the entire jungle vision from their enemies. But like, oh, you see, Western Hamsters already pinging on the inhibitors. They're feeling confident. They're going to walk up the mid lane and take that inhibitor. And yeah, that's the next fight we will probably see. There's no dragon. There's no Baron to fight for. It's only clearing wards, pushing lanes, and maybe taking an inhibitor.
It's also interesting to see that Corki has decided to just wait in base for a second, think about what he wants to be doing here, and looking at the builds here, I'm also quite curious as to what that blasting wand is going to be turning into.
Oh yeah, exactly. Might be a void staff to do more penetration damage with his poke. I believe I've seen it a couple of times before. Oh, he's getting caged on though.
Yeah, he's going to get ganked now. Conjo in a lot of trouble and immediately uses Valkyrie supercharged and manages to escape. But that means that the supercharge is now no longer available for a while. That could actually give them a chance to take him down.
Yeah, Enigma will push in. Like, not having your supercharge on Corki, yeah, it's not the end of the world, but it sucks basically. Enigma not pushing in though. They're just trying to push up the waves to their base so they can flank them on multiple lanes. But it's not working out as they expected because yeah, the wave clear from Western Hamsters is enough to push them back. It's becoming still till the next Baron fight probably.
Another interesting thing that can happen is that one team goes for Baron and one team goes for the Ancient Dragon. Given that the Ancient Dragon right now gives a massive buff in terms of power, especially once you actually have 2 or more dragon stacks, you get 135 true damage or something. You get a lot of damage in addition to what you already deal. So yeah, maybe a trade, Ancient Dragon for Baron.
If that happens, they spawn at the same time. I would like to see what happens then. If they fight, who will come out on top? Like, it's possible. Like they spawn at the same time. Let's see what they want. Like maybe they want the Elder Dragon more. Maybe they want the Baron, and they accidentally walk up to the same objective. Let's see what they ping, and let's see what they're. Well, Western Hamsters maybe wants to take both because they're pushing in the inhibitor now.
Yeah, although Conjo needs to be a little bit careful, now gets slowed down, still has his Valkyrie, so is now backing away. There's the Culling coming out, Glacial Prison locking down so many players. Dommy's boost is going very deep, but Victor's forced to actually flash out of the fight as well. Dommy is already gone, so that's no tank available here for the team of the Western Hamsters. Now you will my name a little bit too deep, and actually immediately backs away. He gets there, but oh, it's a double kill. There's a double kill from Dealcott. He's trying to turn it around. He has a spell shield available in just a few seconds, but now he needs to be a little bit careful. Actually gets turned around upon himself, and actually gets a actually quadruple kill. But it's Krymel who aces the game, and now we have Your Will My Name and Krymel at the same time alive. Your Will My Name actually going into the bottom lane. There's a slight wave there pushing in, and that means that Your Will My Name might be doing some, well, a medium amount of damage on that turret. But don't forget, because the fight lasted quite long, Giga is almost up again. 10 seconds remains, and Your Will My Name needs to be careful because he lost his Guardian Angel in that fight, which means that Guardian Angel, for its stats, is, what can I say, it's not as efficient as it is when you actually have the passive.
He just bought the Magi Soul Stealer before that fight, so he has 9 stacks on it right now, which is pretty decent. But in that fight as well, the Sivir and the Corki did so much work. As soon as Krymel used his Sonya's Hourglass, the threat of the Ahri was gone, and they turned around to kill Revoltech. I believe they killed Facility as well. And here goes the
Actually
Elder Dragon.
has 19 stacks on his Soul Steamer.
19?
It's amazing. 19, yeah, you get a lot of stacks during fights like those, especially if you have Guardian Angel available. Leonard is going to try and ward out so he can see Revoltic and Spectre moving in. Ancient Dragon is pissed, and he's looking to, attack someone, but a little bit too far away from his den, so he backs away, goes into his cave, waits for more adventurers trying to steal his treasure. But in the meantime, though, nice mid push here by Enigma, so at this point, it's actually in favor of the Western Hamsters if it takes a little bit longer. I mean, look at the massive wave building up in the top lane.
Yeah, like Enigma was willing to go for the third option, not go Baron, not go Dragon, but go for that inhibitor. And now they pushed into the inhibitor, making Western Hamsters pull back, and now they go for the Dragon themselves.
Yeah, but this is going to be an interesting fight here as both teams are just hovering around the Dragon. Your Will My Name trying to very easily be a little bit more aggressive. Now they're focusing their attention onto Revoltic. Revoltic will go down, but look at the amount of damage being dealt here by Your Will My Name in this Chrono Break. Domi's boost has to back away. He's trying to stay alive here with his with his passive, but is it going to be enough though? Well, they trade 1 for 1. That's actually worth it, but yeah, that wave I was talking about is now even bigger than it was before. 2 cannon minions, the 3 cannon minions that are going to be attacking that tower. At the very least, they have that home guard advantage, so they can at the very least, fight back against that. One thing here, this is a very risky play. If they go for Baron, there's no smite available.
Yeah,
so, but this is
like that wave down a turret, and now they clear the wave pretty quickly, and now they go for Baron. Baron is down.
Yeah, that sapling from Maokai actually slowed down Svixter, and as a result, Svixter was too late to the party and did not get a chance to smite steal Baron buff. Very nice sapling placement here by Donny is boosted. And you can immediately see what Enigma is going to be doing. They're going straight for the Ancient Dragon. And with Baron Nashor on their side, there are 2 options. A, go for Ancient Dragon. B, go straight for the enemy base.
Yeah, they're going... Are they going for the Dragon? They want to set up, they want to make the enemy think they're going for the Dragon, and then just make a pick. But, like, Western Hamsters isn't falling for it yet. Like, they can see with the sapling where they are, and they need to move back. Does this mean Western Hamsters will get both buffs? That would be really hard for Enigma to come back from.
Well, what they can do is just set up this bottom lane. There's a massive wave, and just imagine a massive wave with 2 cannon minions and Baron buff. Like, they're immediately moving to that wave, and they have set up. So this is definitely one of the hardest situations to be in for Enigma, because those 2, actually 3 cannon minions are going to wreak havoc on that bottom lane turret. They're going to, nuke it into submission, and then also remember they have that Mountain Drake buff.
Yeah, like they need to wave clear this, but it's really hard. Like you see the tower getting straggled, they're moving in.
Yeah, here's the culling coming out. Domi is taking up so much damage with his ultimate. He might actually go down. Actually, he has his Guardian Angel, so he stays alive for a little bit longer. Giga going very deep here onto Revoltic and onto Facility. Facility barely able to stay alive. And look at this tower. It's getting destroyed by those cannon minions. And they finally take it down. Now they're onto the inhibitor. And they should be able to, at the very least, take 2 of these inhibitors and then run away as fast as they can. So this is a beautiful fight here for the team of Western Hamsters. Actually, behind them, it's Your Will My Name teleporting in, so the fight will continue. And so here we go, Your Will My Name immediately jumping in. Giga, Domi, and Dingle quite close together. They're trying to stay alive. They actually take down Victor. They actually also take down. No, they don't take down Primal. They take down Revoltic and Facility. And it's Primal who goes down. Yes, Primal also goes down in the middle of the fight. And now it's a 2 versus 1 scenario, which is horrible, but also a 2 Baron buff plus a wave versus just Echo.
Yeah, they're looking to finish.
Could mean that I don't think they can. Well, they should be able to finish. And Your Will My Name just needs to go in right now. He needs to take down. Actually, he needs to take down Sivir. If he wants to do anything, it's Sivir.
Oh.
And it's GGWP as we have the team of the Western Hamsters taking down their first victory in ESL Benelux Championship.